We're printing a couple different types of cotton, a couple different blends, a hoodie. So this job really shows printing on different types of fabrics in the same job. So this is our Allmade Triblend. It's 50% polyester, which means we need to use a blocker as an underbase to get a really nice bright print. Barrier black with FN ink with a little bit of white. The reason why we're mixing it is we're making kind of a custom gray. I like those gray blockers because they can double as a white underbase. So this is not like a really bad. On the Allmade decoration recommendations, these shirts actually have like a 1.5 rating. So like a really bad bleeder would be like a 0, something like a camo or something like that. Then we would have to go like probably a couple of these bases. Otherwise we'll have that dye. Since these are only 50%, I think the hoodies are less. Next thing we're gonna do is we're going to mix your oranges. So for the first one, we're gonna do white with a little tiny bit of orange. A decent amount of that cream, not a ton. Do you think you're ever gonna do this job again? No, okay. Because if we did, we'd wanna measure it. Yeah. We'll take a little bit of this. Start with that much. Ooh, may have gone too much. That orange goes a long ways. We'll use that for the other color. Too much, my bad. We want more of that color.
That's a powerful orange.
That's crazy.
Touch black.
All right, what do you think about you getting there?
Looks pretty good.
So for the orange color, that's too bright. Maybe we'll start to blend a little bit of that into just straight orange. What do you think, a little more white?
I think so.
Mike, remember how to take a Platen off? Just undo that latch. There's different positions you can put these Platens in. This is in second position forward. At Made Lab, we use first position on everything. Where you put your template in your computer, where you do all of it. So all you have to do is change all these out. Very easy to do. So either print gel or print grip. Print gel is kind of cool because it changes colors when it gets up to temp. Print grip is a little stickier. Flood bar first, starts with F, goes first. You lift the back carriage up like that, so watch me do it and I'll have you guys do the next two. We're gonna bring it up to the print position right here. Squeegee second, starts with S, goes second. Kind of just bring it in, lock it in like that. Goes super fast. Then we'll take our underbase and we'll put that over the print. Then we'll set on this side, print distance. If you have it set all the way back, it's gonna print the whole thing. We only need to print this tiny little left crest. Normally I wanna be at about 55 or so that was a little bit heavy. I wanna be at about a 15-degree angle, so I'm gonna bring this down a little bit, slow that down just a tish. Put a little more pressure on. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is that screen's all the way cleared out. So we're clearing, we got everything nice and open there. This is a big left crest, which I like. Nice branding.
Yeah.
So to test it, we're gonna do 3 seconds, hit that middle test play button.
That's fast.
So we're going over our left crest, so we actually are measuring the ink temperature. So it's got a probe right about here, so I'm gonna move that over to where the ink is.
Right.
Okay, so we are a little high. It's right to go back, left to go down. So I'm gonna turn this left. We're just a little far up here. I don't wanna look too far that time. We're solid. There you go. Now I'm gonna put a little more pressure on it. Yeah, maybe down a little bit. Speed that up again. And then half step back. We're gonna flash that. We register perfectly there. Last color. I'm actually gonna change this flash in the print rotation over to here so we have a little cool down time. First thing we're gonna do is see if it registers. This one was pretty far off actually. Whew. So we're clearing good.
Yeah, that's like perfect color orange right there.
So I'm just gonna test this and see if I'm not getting too hot. FN cure is at 260? 360. Way too hot. Speed that belt up. What do you think? Up a little higher?
Yeah, like a quarter inch.
Smoothing screen, smooth it out. This makes the smoothing screen go round. That's one pass. We're gonna do 2 passes on that. want these to lay a little bit better down. I think I need to come up a little bit. I was using too much pressure on there and was kind of smashing it out. So I dialed back the pressure all the way back to 40 and it's just so much more crisp now. First time on auto these two, they're like, I'm over here messing with pressure and registration and backed up on the dryer over here, not doing my job. Ooh, while I'm at it, I should test the temperature before we get to the Triblends, because right now we are printing on cotton and these shirts are feeling smoking hot. You get to 318, we're gonna speed the dryer up down to 30 seconds. We're printing on cotton first, so that's not gonna be an issue, but when we switch to the Triblends, it'll start to become an issue. We're switching to hoodies. Lane 7, they're a blend, 80% cotton, 20% recycled polyester. We're gonna make sure we have that blocker down so the polyester won't have any dye migration issues. I'm gonna make sure I still got enough pressure going down. I'm clearing this. Fleece is gonna be a little thicker, so our off contact might need to change. A little bit of ink working its way through here. A little bit of screen breakdown right there. Getting a little pocking right there, so I might put one more pass down. So I'll go to 3 passes instead of 2 passes. Right here, by increasing those passes, we smoothed it out, covered that thicker fleece. So we're getting a really nice smooth print here, but you can see when we just went straight from, so the first print that came off, we went straight from just t-shirt, cotton t-shirts and Triblends to hoodie fleece. We weren't covering enough. This is 157 thin thread. So all we did is add a stroke, totally took care of that. We got a nice smooth print. For all your automatic shops looking for the best, most effective cart for your screen printing shop, the Speed Cart. It features heavy duty casters, 14 slats for extra large screens, a nice big surface with slats and rails up on top. This side has pin boards so you can hang squeegees off, even different types of tools, guardrails on top, make it nice and easy. These sides are covered and smooth, so I can put screens up here, delicate tools, and not worry about puncturing them. Yeah. More. No, just scoop it out. Kind of give it a swapper. So one cool thing about the ROQ, the print head, you can move it that way, which allows you to do things like a lower back print with a small baby smoothing screen.
We gotta turn the pressure down because we're doing t-shirts.
Mike said turn the pressure down because we're doing t-shirts, that's correct. So I'm gonna come down just a little bit. Full switch over in 10 minutes of screen. Not the fastest in the world, not the fastest. This came out awesome. I have to say, I normally do not print FN on the automatic press. It's great manual ink, but this printed good. We made some custom colors. I think it prints better when you do custom colors because you're mixing 2 different colors together. And that barrier black, it's super soft for these blends. So nice, smooth print. All different types of fabrics came out so good. I think you're pros now. You rock that.
Hell of a blast.
I love it. Rookies to pros.
Okay, a couple lessons that I learned. If you're gonna make custom ink, even if they say they're never gonna print it, always measure, always measure. Because if you don't, and you have to run out of ink, which may happen if you're printing a design this large, you gotta start from scratch again. So that's one lesson learned. Another lesson learned is,
Don't clean your print gel when printing on cotton.
yeah, it's a little hard to pull off. But otherwise than that, that rocks.